We welcome you to Los Angeles. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boogie had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach McKinstry.
The shortstop, Zach McKinstry.
That's too low. And we are underway. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Yeah, that's ball two.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
In the air, left field, down the line. Hauls it in for the out. Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Hammer, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
There's a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 out. Here's Riley Green. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. And now he steps off the rubber. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here with my pal Siggy. And towing the slab here, Reese Olson. What do you have on him, Siggy?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Carpenter makes the grab, one away.
Batting second.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
No ball. One strike.
Judge waits. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here is Freddie Freeman. Now this is in the air down the line. And that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Second inning set to go. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson getting to start at first, batting sixth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2020. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And they get Torkelson for the out. Colt Keith digs in now. One run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. First pitch misses. One out, bases empty. Liner caught at second. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
Jake Rogers.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
No score here in the second. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Bottom of the second. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. And that's a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Ken Griffey Jr. now at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that's downstairs. Ball one. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And that skips in the dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
To third. No throw. He's safe at first.
Batting
And now the veteran third baseman. And that drops in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Now move to first. And he dives back in safely. Ripped to third and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Check on the runner, and he's back in easily. Masataka Yoshida in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball. 1 strike.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. Fly to left his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Junior pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1-0.
And a foul ball. And now 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. Back here in L.A., set for the bottom of the third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball,
Man,
2
that
strikes.
was pretty gross right there.
And a ball evens the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That misses, and it's 1-0. Still tied at 0, last of the third. That one outside. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air out to center. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 2 down. Here is Aaron Judge.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That misses. 1-0. And that's outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first, Freddie Freeman will hit next. Fastball for a strike. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Next one misses, and it's 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a chopper out to short. Over to first.
He's out.
That's out number 3. On to the 4th. Now the left fielder, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Going 1.
0-1.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Gleyber Torres. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Oh, 1 down. Fouled off down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Outside corner, got him looking. So up next, Spencer Torkelson. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Throws to second for 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Derek Jeter. The right-hander back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone. And
fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ken Griffey Jr. steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Man at second. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That's inside.
2-1.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2-2. Ball 3. Full count.
Jeter at second with nobody out. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
And he chases that one. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Number 9 in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Ball 1 there. And that one is in the dirt. The count now 2-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. The 2-2 on the way. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Now a long throw home. Not in time, he's safe at the plate. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to the run across. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
That's a ball.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. And there's the ball. Out to short, and that's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second and only one away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Smith swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a foul out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Struck him out looking.
Now back, second baseman.
Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Rojas.
That one's in there, and that is strike one. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
This to center field. McKinstry on the move. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now. In there at the knees.
Well, these Tigers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Just missing there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And up next for Detroit, Jake Rogers. He's 0 for 1. Rogers, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That's off the inside corner. Going to count 1 and 2. And that's down and away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So 2 down now, and here is Andy Ibanez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Out towards right center field. He's got it, and that is that. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Brant Herter.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Tap foul at the plate. Got him swinging. Here comes Aaron Judge. First pitch, not close. There's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Out to short, McKinstry. Sends it to first. Judge out on the play.
The first baseman.
Next to the dish is Freddie.
Freeman.
There's the strike at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
That one missed.
Two.
Freeman hits it in the air. Green makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top 6, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. Yamamoto back to work. Out to short, Jeter. Fires over to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. And that one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 1-1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Next offering is down low. Fastball for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Both 2 in this one. In the air out towards right center. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Now it's going to be
the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
right through there for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Jeter tracking that one as it misses the zone for a ball.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And that squirts through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a simple. Ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Jeter gets his lead at first with nobody out. Step off throw to first.
Safe.
Back in safe, really close. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball.
This is one of those
strike.
situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Now batting.
Down the third baseman. Singing, he's the guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have
To first, but it pulls him off the bag. 2 outs, runner at first. And next for LA, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
One, two.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. back here at Chavez Ravine. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Gets him to chase after that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here. The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Good take by Torres. Next offering is outside. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. And Gleyber Torres retired. And next up for the Tigers, Spencer Torkelson. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swings and misses. Smith gathers, throws, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jason Foley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. That's out to center field. Meadows sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 down. So digging in, Miguel Rojas.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Once you get ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Foley throws over, and he's back in there. At the plate, Shohei Ohtani.
Ahoy.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And it's second. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson, and they get Ohtani for the out. Aaron Judge getting ready to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Judge rips that one, and no one can get there. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Judge on at second with 2 down. Next pitch is outside. In the air, left field, and that'll do it. Now into the game, number 6. He'll play second. Now here is Colton Keith. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tanner Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the catch. And there's one away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jake Rogers. Scott, an all-star a season ago. 30 years old now. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. One down, base is empty. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Close, but called the ball. And that is ball 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Outside with a breaking ball. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 8th. Right through there, got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Digging in, Derek Jeter. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Bounce to the right. And foul ball. Here's a 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. 1 for 3.
Griffey Jr.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. Down the third baseman. Outside low, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Smoked on the ground a second. Torres over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here in LA, all set to start. The 9th in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach McKinstry.
Now playing third base.
Now into the ball game on defense, Edwardy Fernandez. He'll be out in left field.
Now playing left. Number 20.
Craig Kimbrell takes over on the mound.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Fouled off. He was late. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, You're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Popped up. Jeter. One down. He's 2 outs away. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. That's in there. Kimbrel, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Throw on to Freeman, out on a bang-bang play. So, last chance for the Tigers. Kerry Carpenter, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And he pumps it a strike.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Check swing, called strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The Tigers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game. And when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher. And they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
2-0 your final here in this one.